Hey friends, let's talk for a minute about applied nitrogen like went on this field last week. And let's also talk about this drainage ditch that's right over my shoulder right here. I'm out here on my walk with my dogs this morning. A friend of mine just shared a video that was posted by a state representative in Iowa who is also a doctor. That video shows this man standing next to the Raccoon River talking about how the Raccoon River was Des Moines' primary source of drinking water. But now it can't be because the nitrate levels in the Raccoon River are more than double what the EPA allows to be safe. And we can argue about whether EPA recommendations are actually valid, but the reality is this: we in agriculture have over-applied nitrogen to our own detriment. These fields behind me right here just got nitrogen put to them, and the point is, only about 35% of applied nitrogen actually gets into that corn plant. That means that 2/3 of what we are putting out never gets into the plant. That's wasteful economically and environmentally very degrading. Where does that other 2/3 of nitrogen go? Well, largely it ends up by being leached into this drainage ditch right here, which goes into your water supply. Agriculture will get the blame, and much of it is rightfully so. Sometimes agriculture gets the bullseye of blame and we don't deserve it. We're the only industry that's putting out this kind of nitrogen, and obviously it's ending up somewhere else in the environment. I'm not calling for big regulation, but I'm saying it's probably coming. In February, I spoke to an event in western Nebraska, and they were talking about the nitrate levels, which are 2 and 5 times what the EPA deems to be safe in their aquifer. This is happening in southern Wisconsin, dairy country, where they're talking about nitrates in the water supply. Why am I telling you about Iowa, Nebraska, Wisconsin when I'm here at my farm in Indiana? Because this is not just some non-ag state issue. This isn't happening in Massachusetts. It's happening in agricultural states because of the reality of this applied nitrogen. We're putting out too much. We always have. Nitrogen, as we know, NPK, nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium have always been the macronutrients. But as my friend Kelly Garrett says, it's unfair to call nitrogen a mere macronutrient. It gets its own category because what do we do in American agriculture? We grow corn. And if you want to grow corn, ever since post-World War II, with the technology available to us, how do you grow more corn? You do it by amping up the nitrogen and putting on more. We've over-applied it. It's coming back to haunt us, and we probably can get ahead of this. We have the technology. We can spoon feed crops. We can go out there and put on intervals and timing and do different applications. We also can do variable rate applications. This is the future of American agriculture, not to mention the biologicals and all the other sources available to us to maximize applied nitrogen versus just putting on more. Friends like my friends over there at Redox have a product to help you reduce your applied nitrogen. So this is where the future is going, and we probably should hop on it. Otherwise, we're going to be regulated into the point where we have no choice. Damian Mason, I speak at agricultural events about issues impacting the world's most important industry. I also produce the Business of Agriculture show. Thanks for being here at Daily Rosa Farms on my walk along the ditch with my doggies this morning.